When you are an inspiring bass player, you'll sooner or later come across the genre which defines ultimate bass playing, funk. And in this case, it's impossible to not mention the Godfather of Soul, the mighty James Brown, who was a living meme and a legend of funk music in the 90s. Either him or drummer Earl Palmer also came up with the name funk. In 1963, the first arguably funk hit album, James Brown Live at Apollo, landed on the charts. Extensive syncopation, drum beats with distinctive grooves and breaks, horn punches, and prominence of bass line in the mix characterized newborn style. Being funky was hip. Early funk period could be described between the late 1950s and early 1960s. Main attributes were more traditional chord progression forms in the style of R&B, 8 notes phrasing, and mainly 2-bar phrases where the second bar is often more syncopated than the first. Famous song examples of this period are Papa's Got a Brand New Bag, I Feel Good, or Night Train. So the lesson time for early funk grooves. The basics of early funk grooves, it's playing in a 12-bar blues form. That's what's happening most of the time. There's a lot of variations. So what we played was a James Brown variation of a Papa's Got a Brand New Bag bass line. It sounds simple in a way how it's played, but to be honest, the simple bass lines are the trickiest one because every note matters. And your feel of the rhythm also matters. So let's go through the bass line, and I'll show you a couple of examples how to play very simple 8-note syncopated bass lines in the style of Papa's Got a Brand New Bag. So we play 12-bar blues form on the chords E7, A7, B7, with stops and some tricky parts with syncopation, but I recommend just listen to the original track. What I'm gonna show you, it's some basics of this style of a bass line. So let's get in. That's our basic groove, which we are playing now on the 7th fret. I'm playing E, and I'm playing the 5th note of E, which is B, and then I'm playing the B, the octave lower, and going through the D sharp. That's the connecting tone back to the E note. Again. It's a very simple, melodic, and effective bass line in this style. And what you should notice is that I am playing the kick drum style bass notes. It means that they are articulated. I'm playing like this, so it means I'm muting in my right and left hand. You can do a little percussion before you hit the 5th. You can play with dynamics. You can speed it up, you can play it slower. As you can hear, every note is super articulated. I'm making sure that it's starting and ending at a certain point, so you can really feel it and hear it, right? That's really important when playing these simple grooves. So when you play them just on their own, you can start dancing, just move around. And then this pattern, which I'm playing from E, you transpose to A. Okay, and so we are playing the blues form. Then we're going to B and to A. That's our ending phrase. There's a guitar, and on the third beat of the following bar, you hit the B in the original track. So listen to the original track. I'm not playing it exactly how it is, in James Brown version. I'm just playing around the 12-bar form. The thing is, that's you know, you should be able to play any variation of the 12 bar form. But if you want to stick to the original track, you know, just listen to it. The tone material we just, you know, discussed, it's all there. What I want to show you is a few connecting notes, a few little things which can spice it up. So when you play this groove, okay, so then I play from A. And then going to B. This is a really nice lick, right? So when I'm playing here, playing the B, the root note, then fifth, then major third, because it's a B7, coming back to B, and there is this little chromatic connecting note to the A. It makes that nice melodic movement. It's the same when we are playing the main groove with a D sharp going to E. You can experiment with these connecting notes. It could be also sounds a bit different, right? Or every time you get a different flavor, and it depends also on the context, you know. So that's the early funk grooves. Play with the root notes, with the fifths, with the octaves, maybe with the sevenths. So when we are in E, using these notes, octave and minor 7, yeah? Those little simple grooves are just so fun to play, and they actually are trickier to come up with sometimes than more complicated stuff, because every note matters, and every note must have a value, and also must make you dance. You know, that's the most important. You know, so when you come up with the groove, you know. I got this little funky riff of using the root note, fifth and 7, and I'm really happy when I'm playing it, and it sounds silly, but that's what it is all about. Alright, so have fun with those simple but tricky early funk grooves, and see you next time. Bye.